Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Live Authentically with Krista. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you find value here. I'm just here to share life authentically with you, and I just like to share a variety of things in hopes that someone else would find value with what I'm sharing, and maybe it might help you with your life. Maybe you can relate to me on what you've gone through, or what your experiences are, or just maybe you just can resonate with something I'm saying, or maybe you just find value. Anyways, that's my hope for this channel anyways, that I can just inspire people to not give up and just to share things that I'm learning, or just experiences, or even through the midst of my struggles, because it's through our stories and through our testimony, and it's through those vulnerabilities that can really help other people. And sometimes I share things because sometimes I share things that other people aren't willing to say. I don't know. It's just me behind a camera. So it just feels different. It just feels like I'm talking to myself in a way. I'm just kind of like recording my thoughts or something. But sometimes my videos or just things that I'm sharing can help other people. So that's why I do it. But anyways, I've just kind of gone through a hard time lately and had some hard moments. And this evening I was kind of feeling it. And then when I noticed one of my kiddos stopped by, and immediately he walked through the door and knew I wasn't okay. And he sat down. It's like, why is your faucet running, Mom? Or why are your tears flowing? Something like that. And I was just sharing a little bit. And there's just things that I can't share. So I'm just trying to just be mindful with things. And really trying to keep those things between me and the Lord if I can, But I know that we as people, that we're not supposed to do life alone, that God never intended us for us to do life alone, that He did intend us to do life with people, and how valuable it is to have people in your corner, especially not only to support you, but especially when you're going through hard times too. Like if you're having a bad day, how valuable it is when someone can just speak life into you when you're going through something hard, or just when you're having a hard day, because we all have those days, right? We all have days where we're just, for whatever reason, we just don't feel okay inside. And yes, prayer is the answer, but it certainly helps when you have someone else next to you who's willing to encourage you and to basically tell you to not give up, right? I don't know. I feel like I've had to be just like this really, really strong person. I feel like I've had to be this really, really strong person. And I haven't always wanted to be that way. Sometimes I don't want to be that way. Sometimes I just want to be able to have someone else lift me up, and just say, you sit down, I got this one. You go rest, I'll take care of this, So, I don't know. But I've learned that to persevere through things, and there's been a lot of hard things that I've had to do, but it was out of necessity, not because I wanted to. It's because I didn't have any other option. You know, the last couple of days, you know, I'm still dealing with my fractured foot. And I knew I was going to have to go out and do the chicken chores alone. And it's sometimes it's frustrating, you know, not having help. But I tried to walk on my heel as best as I could, because I'm still supposed to walk on crutches. I'm still supposed to be on crutches. But there's just moments where I can't. I physically can't. Like, I have to be on my foot in order to actually take care of my responsibilities, you know? And that's the hard part. So I hope that my foot is okay, but I guess I'll find out how that's working out. But I know the last time, you know, like they were telling me because I was on my foot too much, like it wasn't healing, nothing changed. So I'm hoping that the next time I go in, that the progress will be great and that I can fully walk again. I'll just be really looking forward to that, because it's been really hard 2 months for me, not being able to fully walk on my foot. So hopefully I know how to walk again. They did say that there might be a chance where I might need to have physical therapy, but hopefully not. But anyways, I just wanted to share this video and just be authentic with y'all, and it's okay to have a moment. It's okay to have a moment. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. But I've really learned to just, that we gotta really guard our thoughts and the things that we're thinking, and to just be positive as much as we can, you know. And I really am a woman of prayer, because I do believe in the power of prayer. I've seen a lot of things move in life through prayers. I've had answered prayers just because of the things that I'm praying and speaking and believing in, you know. But it's really important to pay attention to just the things that you're thinking, and if it's negative or if you're feeling fear, not to partner with those things, because, you know, that fear and just all of those negative thoughts that we think sometimes, you know, those really are not from the Lord, and it's just from the enemy and just those thoughts that he puts in our brain. But we do have the authority to rebuke his lies, and because it's really the name of Jesus that has really brought a lot more peace to my life when I'm praying and when I'm seeking him, you know. He's what really changes my thoughts. Like, he transforms my mind when I'm going through a hard time, or, you know, when I feel like I'm being attacked in my mind or something. I turn to prayer, and I just really seek him and ask him to change my thoughts, and for him to just like help me to think clear and to actually see what's true and to know what's true. Because I'm telling you, like, the devil is a liar, and he really does like to deceive people and to get us off course and out of alignment with the Lord. But I just wanted to share this video and just say that, you know, it's okay to have moments of not being okay, but just how valuable it is that when you have someone show up in your life. Just like my son, I really appreciated that he came, although I was just like, oh great, I don't want you seeing me this way. I don't want any of my kids seeing me this way. But then again, I guess it's a sign that really helps them. Like, it helps them to see me, like, even though they don't like seeing me this way, it kind of helps them in a way too. So that they know that it's okay to have moments like this, and that we can lean on each other when we're going through things, you know. And to just encourage each other and to speak life. And that's what my son did. He spoke life into me, and he was just reminding me of just everything, some things that I've really gone through in this last year. I feel like the year 2025 has just been the suckiest year of my whole entire life, for very many reasons. But I'm believing that the Lord's going to just turn things around for me, because I don't believe that, I was reading in the book of Psalms 107 tonight, and it was just talking about how, when we call upon the Lord in our times of struggle, like he answers, like he'll help us, he'll deliver us from the things that we're struggling with, and just when we're humble and when we seek him and we're calling upon his name, he actually does come and he helps us, and it just takes humility and vulnerability to just share like what you're going through, so it's not something that I don't hide my feelings away when I'm praying. It's just like I kind of bear it all. I bear it all with everything that I'm feeling and thinking, and I just share it all. And I'm just like, God, you already know what I'm thinking. It's like, you already know what I'm thinking. You already know what I'm struggling with. You already know it. You already know it, but here it is. Here's my bare, naked soul to you. I'm sharing everything to you. I'm just sharing everything to you, but I would ask that you just give me strength and that you help me to see what's true. Help me to see what's true. I want to know what's true, because I don't want to think all of these thoughts. So help me to see what's true, clear my mind, and help me to see what's true. So yeah, that's what I do. And just like, Lord, forgive me of the things I'm thinking. Forgive me. Forgive me of the way I've been wrong. Cleanse my mind, renew my mind. And he always does it. He always refreshes me and restores my mind when I do that. So, but all of this is just a good reminder too, is that just to be kind to people and to treat people well, because you just don't know what life is like behind closed doors, or just like what people are dealing with, or when they're alone in their thoughts and their feelings. It's just so important to just be mindful and to treat people well, I remember one time, it was years ago, there was a guy, he had told me, he's like, you're the strongest woman I know. You're the strongest woman I know. I'd be curious if he still thinks of me that way. If he still thinks that I'm the strongest woman that he knows. I don't know. But being strong isn't always easy. It's not like we want to be strong all the time, right? Sometimes it's nice to have rest and just say, you sit this one out. I'll take care of you today. But that's just my heart tonight. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for being here.